Oh, don't get up. Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a love oracle for today. Today is Saturday. It is June 6th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. It's oracle. It's love oracle. Use your discernment. We're going to use The Price of Love Oracle by Crystal Banner. You can find this at kaleidodope.com. You can find it in her Etsy shop. You cannot find it on Amazon. I've been telling you that for like a year and a half. Hi, baby. 2 years? I don't know, a while. Hi. I know you're a love bunny. You're a bunny. You should have just stayed on the bed. You were warm and cozy there. Now I feel bad. I distracted you. See what wants to jump out. I did 3 other videos. One of them was 20 minutes. One was 11. One was like 15, I think. I can't shut up today. We got one on the table. Something's in the air. Phil Collins, something is in the air tonight. In the air tonight. It's one of my favorite songs. I think it was about his relationship with his father, right? I can't remember, because he didn't know his father, or his father left when he was a kid or something. I can't remember. Or he did that to his kid. I can't remember. Oh shit! Is this romance? I think it's romance. 2 on the table. Someone isn't gonna believe that this is happening. Like somebody's gonna do like a double take. Somebody's gonna be like, "Excuse me?" Like what? Like this is for me? 5 on the table. 7 on the table. Oh shit. This is gonna come natural. Like romance might very much be at play in this connection, but everything is natural. It doesn't really necessarily go with the card, but that's what I heard when the card fell out. 2 more shuffles. What are you doing? Orange bunny. Orange bunny. Last shuffle. When this connection comes together, it is literally going to shatter. There's really only 2 negative cards here, but they're not even really negative from what I'm hearing. When this connection comes together for 2 people, people are going to be blown away. They're going to be shocked as hell. Okay, we've got dream come true. We've got synchronicity. We've got detachment. We've got romance. We've got robotic, which does not mean what you think it means. I heard natural. We got shattered. Contract. And bottom of the deck, reciprocity. Listen, y'all. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Let me have a sip of my coffee. That was a gulp. That wasn't a sip. This is going to be like old hat. Like 2 people are going to get together and it's going to be like 2. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Whatever. It's going to be like 2 old hats meshing. Like one entity putting on 2 old hats. It's like 2 people becoming one. It's natural. It is so like not even robotic. It's so constant, right? Because robotic implies the same every time. Robotic, the same every time. Like this is going to be constant. Like two people, simpatico. And it's here. Synchronicity, same thing. Simpatico. Like I love this. I don't know who this is for. I don't know. I don't know. You guys know, I always hope it's for everybody. I want the best for everybody. If you want love, I want you to have love, baby. I want you to have love. There's going to be a lot of romance here. There's going to be a lot of like glances and giggling and like kikiing, but like in the best way. In the best way. And like I said, somebody at first is going to be like, this is for me? Like two people might be like that. Like, are you sure? Like, this is, like, we're doing this? Like, really? Like, how is this happening? Like, it's going to almost feel like out of nowhere for both people, I think. It's going to shatter some type of illusion that people have surrounding love. Like, what people think love should be. You know, it could be like two different kinds of people to getting together. It could be like a younger person and an older person. It could be like mix of races. It could be, you know, like the poor, the rich kind of scenario. I don't know. There's something about like the way that people think that love is supposed to be. It's that idea is going to be completely wiped off the map. People are going to be like that. It could be like it could even be like two people that got together and it didn't work out, like they were in two different places, two different lives, you know, kind of like a good versus evil kind of scenario. And then like 10 years later, like these two people come back together and people are like, wait a minute, like that person is who they are and they are who they are. Like how does that work? And why am I picturing like why am I picturing like uh, I know this is hetero norm, but why am I picturing like a biker, like a tough biker kind of guy, and like a mousy kind of librarian type woman, like a big, bulky kind of like biker kind of guy, and a tiny little librarian, you know, like with the mousy hair, the glasses, and don't look at me like that. I do love books, but don't look at me like that. It kind of gives that like opposites attract, but in the best possible way. And people are going to look at them and be like that shouldn't be allowed to happen. Like that is so amazing that these two people got together and they look fabulous together, but why? How? Almost kind of like looking at a couple, looking at like a power couple and being like, I am never I am never going to have that. Like I am never going to be able to live up to whatever that is. And whoever these two people are, it's equal give and take. Like these are two people that come together willing to give equal parts of themselves to make a relationship work. You don't see that a lot nowadays. You just don't. And I was talking about this in one of the other videos. that's why that's why there's a sex war going on right now. Again, hetero norms, but there's a lot of women out there that love men, that love being in relationships with men, but they just don't feel like men are what they should be, right? And I'm not saying it's not vice versa for men. Like men get with women and the women cheat on them and then, you know, they're like, "Well, why the fuck would I continue to date if every woman I get with is going to cheat on me?" You know, like there's a sex war going on out there. Like men and women just do not trust each other. Like there's something and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. And I've said this before. Men throughout history have set up the guidelines for heterosexual norm relationships. Men are taught to do certain things from birth and women are taught to do certain things from birth. Women, for the last however many decades, have been waking up to the realization like, I don't have to get married. I don't have to have children. I don't have to settle down. I can work for what I want. I can have a career. I can go to college. I can have 4 degrees. I can get 3 masters. I can buy 3 homes on my own. I don't need a man for that. Men are a little slower on the evolution scale, but a lot of them are waking up and realizing, okay, like I was taught I had to do this as a little boy, and now I'm an adult and I don't have this. And I'm realizing like I'm not entitled to anything. I'm just like a woman out there, or I should have that thought. Like I need to work for what I want. I need to be open. I need to be honest, emotionally, mentally stable for another human being to come in and love me and for me to love someone else. And I was talking about it earlier because I got the Sacred Feminine card for the Sacred Creators Oracle. And men are not taught to tap into their femininity. But if they would tap into their femininity, some of that gap between the sexes that's going on right now could be bridged if they would tap into that. Because it's really just women saying, I want equality. Like, if you want me to marry you, if you want me to invest my time in you, then we're both going to put in equal. We're both going to take care of the kids. We're both going to take care of the house. We're both going to work. We're both going to pay bills. There's a lot of people out there, men and women, who think that they should be taken care of, that think that they shouldn't have to do a damn thing, but they should be taken care of. And that's just not how relationships work. And I've said this, I've said this since my divorce, and I'm just going to say it again. I was the breadwinner in my marriage. I was the one that pretty much paid for everything. I took care of the ex-husband. I got his credit up when we got together. I made sure he was on a healthier regimen for himself because he has diabetes. Like I was getting his diabetes under control. I was always there for him. And while I was there for him, I was never there for myself. Like my self-care went down the toilet. I never took care of myself. I never went to the doctor. I never went to the dentist. You guys know, not last year, but the year before, 2024, I started going to the dentist. I had $3,000 to $5,000 worth of out-of-pocket dental costs because I hadn't gone to the dentist in 9 years. If I had just went to the dentist, twice a year like I was supposed to, I never would have paid $3,000 to $5,000 out of pocket. Maybe a couple hundred, maybe for my cavities, my crown. I have good insurance. What can I say? But it just like it boggles my mind. Like I never even shaved my legs half the time. Seriously, I had never had a pedicure until 2024. I love pedicures. They're amazing. I want to get one for my birthday. I should call, make an appointment. like seriously. Like I didn't take care of myself. And don't get me wrong, there's tons of men out there that don't take care of themselves because they put in for their family, they put in for their kids. It's a rotating vicious circle of the sexes. And it just really comes down to men and women needing to like ground themselves, figure out their purpose, figure out what they want to do, and know that if they want to incorporate another human being, right, into their life, like there has to be equal give and take on both sides. Seriously. And men need to tap into their femininity. Women need to be allowed to do that in relationships, but they also need to hang on to that masculinity because if you want equal give and take, men and women, like you should both be putting in that effort. And I can always see it from both sides. The men that put in that don't get anything back, and the women that put in that don't get anything back. It's crazy to me. People are going to look at this connection and be like, where the hell did this come from? Like, how did this happen? It's not even really about a dream come true. Everything is you guys know how I feel. Everything is fated. Everything is destined. Whatever this is, for whomever this is how it was always meant to be. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. I will talk to you later. Bye.